Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fit Curls. My name is Angela, and today I am going to be showing you how I go from this to this. If you're excited about this, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and keep watching to see exactly how I do it. And if you're brand new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen and hit the notification bell next to it if you want to be notified every single time we post, which is every Friday afternoon. And without further ado, let's do this. I start with clean, damp hair, and right out of the shower, I apply a little bit of this Chi Silk Infusion for protein and the Whatever Wherever leave-in conditioner spray from Together Beauty for detangling and heat protection. Then wrap my hair gently up in a turban, which absorbs any excess water out of my hair to make the drying process easier. Then I'll just detangle, often using my Be Hairful brush, which is a very gentle detangling brush for dry or wet hair, to make sure that my base is totally prepped and ready to be blown out. Just like when styling curls, the prep phase is vital to reduce damage and ensure the best results possible. Next, I assemble all of the tools I'll need for a successful blowout. This includes a round brush. The wider the barrel, the less curl you'll wind up with, some blow drying clips for sectioning and setting, and a high-powered blow dryer with a concentrator nozzle to speed drying, seal the cuticle, and help prevent heat damage. Now for sectioning, I will make a part from my ears to the crown of my head upward on a diagonal and clip the top section of hair away. If you want to, which I usually do, you can create another part from there. The smaller the section you take to work with, the more time it will take to dry, but the more control you'll have. So I recommend taking a section that's about as wide as the brush. Just like when diffusing curly hair dry, you want to start with the roots. I place the brush in at the root, lift it away from the scalp, and rotating the brush away from the direction of my scalp, I start creating tension to pull the hair away. Notice that I'm pointing the nozzle and the dryer down the hair shaft, not up towards the brush, but really pointing that nozzle on a downward diagonal away from my scalp. This will assist you in sealing the cuticle of your hair, which helps to prevent frizz, giving you that nice, sleek shine blowout. I'll also spend a good amount of time rotating the brush and camping out with the dryer on my ends to give me that nice, bouncy, turned under look that's characteristic of a really beautiful salon blowout. So here's how the first section turned out. Now all I have to do is repeat. Let's get a little deeper into the technique. You can see that when I insert the brush into the roots, I'm giving it a tiny twist away from my scalp from the get-go. This helps to lift the roots off of the scalp to create, you got it, volume, and it also helps to create tension on the hair shaft. Curly hair tends to experience what we know as shrinkage. So the hair strand itself coils up, making it appear shorter than it is. What we're doing here by creating tension is combating shrinkage. The more tension we place on our hair, the straighter and smoother the result will be. And as far as tension goes, materials really do matter. The brush that I'm using here has a metal core and synthetic bristles, which glide through the hair very well, and the brush also really conducts and holds onto heat. So for my fine hair, that's the best option for making sure that I get the smoothest result possible. If you have coarser or tighter curls in your hair than I do, I would urge you to consider a boar bristle round brush, which helps to create even more tension and really can give you some nice shine. As I move up into the sides and top sections of my hair, my technique will change a little bit to get me the best results that I want. I'll still section within my section, taking pieces that are about the size and width of the brush so that I have the maximum control, but I will specifically always be drying the section closest to my face first. As curly hair air dries without any product in it, we all know that the most likely result is frizz. So if you want to avoid that frizz near your face, you want to dry the sections closest to your face first before that frizz has a chance to set in. That way you don't have to correct it later. Now, notice I'm also going to be setting this section of my hair by wrapping that nice hot section up into kind of a wide curl as if I was putting it in a roller and then clipping it to my head. I'm going to repeat that on this back section here. Spinning, again, that brush away from my scalp to avoid it getting tangled up if you rotate it the opposite direction, and to maximize that tension, getting the lovely heat retention from the brush, and then when the section is still nice and hot, rolling it up and clipping it in place. So why bother setting the hair in these curls? Well, when the hair is hot, it is most malleable. So what we want it to do is cool in the shape that we want it to hold. Allowing my hair to cool while it's rolled up like this is going to encourage that root volume that we created by pulling the brush up and away from the scalp to stick around. This will also create a little bit more of a rounded effect in the ends of my hair, which will give it more of that characteristic salon blowout bounce. Now, this is usually where my arms start to get very tired, when I'm working on the crown and top sections of my hair. So whenever I work on the crown of my hair, be it styling my curls or blowing out my hair, I always work straight up. If your arms start to burn at this point, there is no shame in taking a break between sections. Wash day is always a workout, particularly when we're blowing our hair dry. Also, if you're planning on putting all of the work in to make sure that you can blow your hair out nice and smooth, I would suggest checking the weather first, making sure that it is a relatively dry climate coming up so that you don't waste all of that hard work. And now for a quick edition of do's and don'ts. Do blow dry the section of your hair that is closest to your face, that bangs section, before you move on to the center of your hair. Do not do what I did, which was literally the exact opposite, as you will see in a moment. There is a reason, that would be it, that I can't even keep a straight face or not laugh when I'm watching this. I was a hot mess when I was trying to do this section, guys, so learn from my mistakes. Go from the front back, because that way those top sections aren't going to get in your way while you're trying to finish your bangs, and that's going to give you the most frizz-free results near your face and the most flattering result. Going in methodical sections is also going to prevent a lot more of that heat damage, because you don't want to be constantly applying a ton of direct heat to the same section over and over and over. Now, when I finish clipping my hair up and allowing it to set, my blowout process is basically done. All I have to do is let my hair cool in place and then take it down. However, if you have coarser hair, you will want to set this with a flat iron. So I always recommend starting below 400 degrees and using a comb when you apply the straightener to each section. Place the straightener right at your roots, clamp it down, and move slowly but constantly all the way down the length of your section of hair, maybe giving this flat iron a little bit of a rotation so you can get a bit more of a curved end. If you discover that that level of heat isn't doing a whole lot for you, then you can bump the heat up. But the last thing you want to do is go quickly and repeatedly over the same section of hair, especially if it's tangled. You can wind up flat ironing knots into your hair instead of sealing the shaft in a nice smooth way. Now, I really don't recommend that a lot of fine curly haired people have to do this. I think this is more important if you have coarser or tighter curls, but it's a great way to make sure that your style really lasts. And is also fantastic if you're going for that real Cher from Clueless, totally stick straight result in your hair. As I start to take the clips out of my hair, I'll take that Be Hairful brush again and just detangle in a smooth kind of C-shaped motion to really kind of smooth out the section and get it to curve in a flattering manner and just kind of settle around my face. Once I've taken every section down, this is what I'm left with. a beautiful, shiny, smooth salon-style blowout. As long as I sleep with protection, I still sleep in my bonnet. I just twist my hair into a low, loose bun. This style is gonna last me for up to 5 days without any retouching whatsoever. So this is how I get my salon blowout. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you learned something that will help you. If you try this technique on your own hair, drop a comment below. Let me know how it goes. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way, if you guys use this technique and you take any pictures, please tag me in them. I would love to see your finished results. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel and this video more than I can possibly say. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching the Fit Curls. Love your curls, love each other, and I will see you all next time. Bye!